Hello, everyone. We're back. We're here to talk about Jiri, Jiri and Ulberg. Why? We'll
Ball,
get to that,
ball
but
don't lie, dog. Ball don't lie.
yeah, that ball joint didn't lie, right? Anyways, we're gonna discuss the fights on this card, and talk about some other stuff that is in the fight world. Um, let's just start with we'll get to the obviously the horrific Jiri finishing that was the end of the card, but we're going to start with the beginning. So, Ken, is there any prelims that you wanted to specifically highlight or start with?
I just think Charles Radke getting the win was nice. Vicente Luque not dying. Think Kelvin needs to leave the UFC at this point.
Yeah, I think it's done for him, dude.
And then
Charles
the ref
Radke.
the not the refing, but the judging was a little off tonight.
Yeah. Just
The
starting
draw
off
decision.
with
That's
Charles
pretty.
Radke. I thought Charles Radke would win. He was the favorite. I wasn't expecting him to throw out the fucking F word though. You know,
Yeah. I mean,
like
hey,
on
you
Paramount
can do that
Plus.
on Paramount. You can do it
I
on
guess
Paramount.
so. I guess so, huh? But yeah, Charles Radke wins a 3-round decision against Francisco Prado. Yeah, just kind of. I was scared at the beginning because I felt like Prado was kind of landing some shots, but Radke took him down, kind of held him down, and then yeah, dude, surprise victory here for Vicente Luque. You give him a choke chance, you better not let him take it, because geez, dude, did you hear Kelvin after the fight?
No, what he said?
Like they did the camera in the octagon, and all you hear is Kelvin say, "Dude, you're squeezed. God damn." It was crazy, bro. It's like it makes me think of when Charles tapped to Islam, like just so
Yeah.
quick.
I mean,
It's
Vicente's known for his choke.
This is true. Well, I mean, hey, to be fair, he did drop Kelvin Gastelum with a punch before that. It's crazy what these unks can just come out of nowhere, huh? But yeah, Kelvin
Yeah,
Gastelum.
I think that was an unk fight right there.
That was an unk fight, but I thought Kevin Gastelum was like a minus 300 coming into this fight. Some of the odds for these fights were real off. Um, yeah, like I even think Kevin Gastelum and Vicente Luque, like that's a 50-50 fight depending if Kevin Gastelum decided to diet or not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I think that was what cost him. It was usually he misses weight, but he actually made weight this fight.
Yeah, right. Since he tried, he lost. Um, but yeah, no, Ken hit on the judging for the Chris Padilla and Markel Medeiros. Dude, you got a feel for him, bro. Like, oh my
He
god, what do you
clearly
think about that
won.
shit?
He clearly won the fight, and then with the point taken away, like there's just zero chance that draw happened.
That's what I was saying. I
Doesn't
was
make any
looking at the
sense.
stats and stuff, and it just doesn't make any sense. Like, if I'm the UFC, I don't even like change that. You know what I mean? I just like let it go. Padilla wins. Let it go. He said the wrong shit. Let it go. I don't know. I honestly thought Chris Padilla won that clearly. I don't know what the judges were watching. Maybe they were just getting their eyes ready for the prelims, because they were the early prelims and the main card, because this shit was fucking insane. Um, Tatiana Suarez, Lupi Godinez. I got nervous for Lupi for Tatiana at the beginning, but the moment she got Lupi to the ground, bro, it was chopped.
Yeah, I mean, I that's the only way that she was gonna win is wrestling and submission. There's no chance she was gonna get any kind of knockout, maybe a decision, but like Whoopi was great striking, and she had her hurt, and she made the mistake of grappling and just not
Yeah,
backing off.
yeah, you can't do that, especially how good Tatiana Suarez is on the ground with submissions and stuff like that. Speaking of submissions, rolling on to Mateus Charles Oliveira Gamrot. Uh, he had an amazing performance against Esteban Ribovic. I actually thought Esteban Ribovic was going to win this fight. Um,
Nobody cares about camera, dude. It's just
Nobody
funny.
does, bro. Nobody does. I thought that Charles kind of did a lot to him in the last fight, and I don't. It's like I feel like when I watch people lose pretty easily, not easily, but like decisively, I always think like, are they going to be 100% committed for the next fight? You know, and that's kind of what I felt to this one. And Esteban Ribovic, after he knocked out Terrence McKinney insanely in the first like 15 seconds, I thought he was going to come in here and put it on Mateus, but he didn't. What'd you think of the fight?
This is like what we say. There's always going to be like those people in the division where it's like they're the gatekeeper of the division, where they're not, but anybody outside the top five they're going to beat.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel for Esteban, but I don't know what they're going to do with Gamrot next. Is like the biggest thing. Like he's just going to keep fighting new prospects now because like nobody else is going to want to fight him. Like he like didn't
Yeah.
he call it Patty Pemblay? Patty's not going to fight him. Like who?
Yeah, I always wonder like how they run with that. Like obviously Michael Chiesa, they give him the easiest matchups because Connor hit him with a fucking stool. But like even other people, like you can even say it with like Gilbert Burns, he's fighting like Mike Malott, you know? Like I say Gilbert's kind of getting on that unk status. Like what do you do with these unks? I personally, I don't know about you, tell me what you think. I like when the unks fight the unks because
Yeah, there's
I
nothing wrong with that.
like because it hurts me to watch someone that I like low key grew up on, like not grew up on because I've only been watching since like I've been watching consistently since Masvidal Usman too. Um, but for me at least, I like watching like I'd rather watch Michael Chandler and Tony Ferguson, which sounds crazy because of what Michael did to Tony, but that is better coming from Michael than like someone like Michael Morales or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. It just makes me feel so much better when it's someone that I am okay with winning. I hate when someone I like loses, bro. We'll get to Jiri later. Fuck. Motherfucker. Um, but oh my god, dude. God damn it, man. It made me so irritated. Mateus Gamrot wins by submission. I thought he looked fantastic. Do you agree?
Yeah. I mean, flawless victory.
Yeah, flawless. You know, as they would say in Mortal Kombat, flawless victory. Um, dude, another mythical fighter inbound. Kevin Holland with a game plan. Dude, this guy.
The game plan. He had
I
a
mean,
great game plan, dude. Bailing Daniel Rodriguez out of jail so he could win this fight and then call Daniel
bro,
Rodriguez out and get
dude.
that win back.
Yo,
Get that
hey, no,
loss
okay.
back.
So this is my question for you. This is my question for you because I don't know if this was news before or after the card, but do you think Kevin Holland bails Daniel Rodriguez out if he loses and doesn't get his win money?
It was before. It was
Oh,
before the
okay.
card.
It was before.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I get that. I get that.
Some people are high on Randy Brown. They're like, oh, Kevin's focused on bailing Daniel Rodriguez out of jail in Tijuana, Mexico, and
Yeah,
trying to get that fight back.
yeah. I
You
mean, I
know,
have to say, and I know you had this too. We both thought Randy Brown was going to come and win. I thought he was going to win a 3-round decision. Um, I thought he was going to stay on the outside and throw some leg kicks and do things like that. But Kevin Holland, man, Kevin Holland with a game plan. The leg kicks were definitely in there because he hurt. You texted me. You
it
said
looked like
Randy
he had
Brown's leg looked
tumors.
bad.
It looked
Yeah,
like he had
dude. It looked like he
tumors
had a
on his
tennis
legs,
ball
dude. It
growing out of his leg.
was
Um,
bad.
yeah. So like Kevin Holland is kind of falling under that like Mateus Gamrot thing. You know, like he kind of loses to the really good people, but the people that are good that are on the cusp of really good. Well, I don't know. Kevin Holland, I'd say, is really good. The people who are on the come up tend to get like not stopped, but tend to their path gets stopped by him. You know,
Yeah.
um, how the hell Randy Brown did not get submitted? I'll never know.
Yeah, that was tight.
That was tight, dude.
His
It was
coaches
so
were his
tight.
coaches were actually telling him exactly what to do
Yeah,
to get out of it, which is why he was able to get out of it.
yeah. That's you gotta love that, man. Because if he had Chris Duncan's coaches, he would be submitted so bad. But yeah, dude. Kevin Holland wins by unanimous decision. Anything else you want to highlight on that one?
No, just unexpected. Thought Kevin
Yeah.
was a little washed, but hey, proved me wrong.
Yeah, and that's kind of like I feel like Kevin is kind of like one of the fighters that proves he is entertaining because he does talk smack in the ring, and a lot of his fights do go the decision, you know? And
Yeah.
I think as much as we want to like as much as people want to talk shit about him, he's a little bit more active in the octagon than a lot of fighters. You know what I mean? I'd rather get a Kevin Holland fight than any Rose and Carla Esparza. You know what I mean? Give me any Kevin Holland fight. You give me well,
Yeah.
to be fair, any fight, but you know what I mean. Kevin Holland, I like watching him. Um, I think he's on like this weird Nate Diaz thing where he goes win one, lose one, win one, lose one, because it's like who do you give him after he wins here? You have to give him someone better than Randy Brown. So is that someone better than Kevin Holland, or you know what I mean? Who would you match up Kevin Holland with?
Let's do a little rematch with MVP, dude. Let's see.
Yeah, that's a good matchup. How do you see that one going?
I mean, probably a lot better than MVP Sam Patterson. I think Kevin can actually make him want to throw something and actually.
Dude, that MVP Sam Patterson fight was a dog shit snoozer, man. Oh my god, you can't make it up. It's terrible. We didn't have any of those really on the main. Well, actually, never mind. We fucking did. Um, hey, prelim headliner Patricio Pitbull versus Aaron Pico. I just want to say this before we even talk about this, and then you can have the floor. I thought Pitbull was gonna knock out Aaron. I really did. Ken, take over.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought Pitbull was most likely going to was it club and sub, ground and pound sub him. But
Yeah,
hey, Aaron Pico proved me wrong. Like I texted you, dude. This guy's been at like a fucking what did I say it was like a prospect since like
he's been a prospect for
2017.
for like a decade.
Like how long until like the world just gives up on Aaron Pico? Like he looks really good, and then he comes to UFC and loses, and then he's gonna look really good, and then I don't know how he's gonna do against like top UFC level like competitors because Pitbull's not really top level, and like this is obviously like a Bellator main event. Like we joked about that, but
Uh huh.
I don't. I just don't know if Aaron Pico's ready, and I don't know when he's going to be ready. Even though he's been like fighting professionally for like 9 years, like is he ready for that next step? I'm not sure. Like he looked
Right.
amazing on Saturday though.
Right. Yeah, he did. I think he looked amazing after about a minute and a half in the first round because Pitbull was definitely landing some decent jabs on him in the first round. But Pitbull definitely didn't gas out, but was losing his pop early, like in the second and third round. Um, I think Aaron Pico gets depending on the matchmaking. If it's a hard hitter, he might get knocked out next fight because I think that Aaron has this like glass chin, dude. I think that like the moment it gets touched with some power, that it's gone. And if somebody still has power in the third round here, which Pitbull didn't, I think that if they land and I think Pico goes out, you know. But that's just me. I do also want to highlight Pico has really good striking. When when he's not getting caught, but he's a good wrestler and a good striker, and I do have to give him a shout out for that. It's very rare that someone is really good at wrestling and really good at striking. Um, but yeah, so that's all for the prelims. Ken, do you give a best prelim?
Best prelim? Are we including the
Yeah,
early prelims?
yeah. We can include those in there.
Yeah, then if we can include the early prelims, I would say that the best prelim fight probably Pitbull Aaron Pico.
You think so? I was gonna give it to
Yeah, it was just
Vicente.
I was just masterclass, dude. He like didn't get touched after round one.
Yeah,
He just
Pico,
airing
Pico.
like in and out, slipping punches, just dealing damage.
Yeah, Pitbull definitely was whiffing on a lot of them. But yeah, I would have to give mine to my God, he's so good. I forgot his name. To Vicente Luque. Yeah, dude, I was just not expecting him to come in and do that. I had money on Kevin Gastelum, but yeah, that didn't happen. So we got Vicente Luque instead. But let's jump right into these main card. Ken, we say goodbye to a WEC UFC legend in Cub Swanson.
Yeah.
What a great
He's the
fight.
last he's the last WEC fighter in the UFC.
Yeah. Yeah, WEC. If people didn't know, WEC is kind of where we got like the lighter weight classes. You know, Dominic Cruz, Jose Aldo, things like that. Dude, Cub Swanson, man, highlight real performance. It makes you not want to retire.
No, I think that he definitely wants to retire after this. Like this is the perfect like storybook, you know. Nate Landwehr, he lost two in a row, kind of looking washed. I think he is washed, and I think this was like the perfect person for Cub to fight because Nate
Right.
does love to get in those wars, and Cub can, you know, knock someone out. And Nate's not afraid to take punches, and Cub obviously just was too strong, too much
Yeah.
for Nate Landwehr, Nate the Train.
Yeah, he had like this weird aura of like retirement confidence. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I
like,
mean, when you
dude,
look over and you see your wife and kids sitting next to Donald Trump, you're like, I got to get out of here as fast as possible so Trump does
dude,
not do anything to either of them.
the only thing that made me nervous, and I don't know why I get nervous with this shit, but I always get nervous. He was crying so much earlier in the week. Did you see all that? Like he was really emotional, which I completely understand. But I just like, I don't know why I always find that as like a sense of softness, but that's just me. Dude, Cub Swanson, highlight reel performance. I got to give it to you, man. That was great. Why this was even odds, I don't understand. Cub Swanson, highlight reel. Nate Landwehr, maybe one more, and if you don't get a win, get out.
And he's
I
38 too, so like he's old.
he got demolished. You know what I mean? Like he really did. That's not good damage to get as a 38-year-old.
No, definitely.
No. So we got Cub Swanson round one KO. But the people who can take damage and who took none were Dominic Reyes and Johnny Walker.
Yeah, nobody expected this fight to go that way.
This fight to not go the distance was minus 500. Dude, they both have chins of like their chin, it's glass chins, literally, definition. They just didn't engage with any danger.
Yeah, how much money do you think they won, you know, betting for the fight to go the distance?
Dude, Johnny Walker is a millionaire in Brazil. My
Dude, all
God,
they did
dude.
was throw leg kicks, dude. How many?
Apparently, apparently Dominic Reyes said after the fact that he has a kid now, he doesn't care about entertaining, and that he wants to just get victories. Dude, you're in the UFC. If you want that, go fight like anywhere else. You'll win every time. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, I hate this. It's like you, first of all, you don't have to do much to Johnny Walker to knock him out. Vice versa. So either way, you're not taking damage. You know what I mean? You're just getting hit one time. Like, just
Yeah,
try.
getting knocked out one time is probably better than, you know, getting like hit in the face a few times. Like,
Yeah, like you're not getting like there's not enough. You don't neither one of these guys had enough chins to be full mounted and getting elbowed. They're out way before that, you know?
it's horrible, dude.
It's what you're yawning thinking about it.
It was
Like,
like probably the worst fight, honestly.
we don't even talk about it anymore. But going from the worst fight, oh god, hold on one second. Getting a call here. Getting a call here. Didn't mean to call you. Oh, this will be fun to. I'm keeping this in too. Call you. My bad. Um, dude. So they didn't know how to fight, but you know who knew how to fight? Curtis Blades and Josh Hokett.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Heavyweight division's back, dude.
Let's do the Josh Hokett on three. One, two, three. Dude, this guy, man. Fight of the night, performance of the night. Josh Hokett, welcome to the big show.
$200,000 in bonuses just for him.
Well earned. And to be fair, I hope Dana gave them more. I hope he cut them a little check.
I think 200K is 200K is
dude.
worth it, dude. I don't think Curtis probably got 100. Curtis got 100K, but Josh getting 200K. That's enough, dude.
Okay.
I think he needs more than that.
Ken, one of the best fights in the UFC of all time. This is
Yeah.
one of the fights I would show someone that has never watched a UFC. Ken, give me your opinions on this fight.
The exact same thing you just said, dude. One of the best fights in the UFC. Probably the best heavyweight fight in over a decade. Mm, Like just entertaining from start to finish. Obviously, Josh
Right,
is a character. Like flipping somebody off 9 times during a fight.
right.
Like, and the bad thing is, like he looked like he was gassing, but was he just faking it? Because
Dude, so I
like it
rewatched
looked like
it.
he could have faked it. Like it didn't look like he was actually like gassed, and he kept coming forward. Like I don't think if you're gassed in round one, which he kind of looked like he was, like you're gonna be round two stringing together like 8, 9 punch kick combos, dude. Like
Yeah,
he got a second win. He got like 15 second wins, dude.
yeah,
It was
yeah. It's like,
crazy.
dude, it's like when they weren't showing us Josh, were they doing the Hardy on him? Were they giving him his inhaler? But no,
Maybe.
no, my dude. So this is what I want to say. I rewatched it. Josh Hokett, like drunk, walks away. Like he like does
Yeah.
this to like go back, so it looks bad. The other thing is he is so good at rolling with punches. Like Curtis would throw a hard two, and he would turn his head at the perfect time
Yeah.
and then come back with some. So I do agree with you. Like he was definitely gassed. And in the first round, when Curtis Blades took him down, I thought, oh, it's chopped. Because I thought he blew his load and Curtis has him here, and there's no chance. Dude, we're talking about Josh Hokett over here, gas tank. Curtis Blades had a gas tank of a semi truck. Dude,
You
there was a
think?
moment, there was a moment when Curtis Blades got hit with like an 8 punch combo, and he was standing. He was
Yeah.
standing. Which I give you two questions for this. Is Josh Hokett a 205er?
No, he clearly can do it at heavyweight. Like
He can,
Denzel Freeman, his last fight, that guy was huge. That guy weighed in at like 265. Like he had a cut to 265. He barely made the
right.
weight class. And Josh like beat him in 1 round.
Yeah.
And Curtis Blades is a huge heavyweight, 361.
He had 30
Like I
pounds on him.
like Josh could cut to 205, and I think he might have some success there, but I think him being as fast as he is and having the power that he has is perfect for this weight class. Now, like him against like Pereira, that'd be like a great matchup, honestly. Like after he beats Derek Lewis on the White House card, and then Pereira beats Gone. Like I want to see Josh Hokett versus Gone. I don't even
Yeah.
care about Tom Aspinall anymore.
Oh my god, I know,
Honestly,
dude. It
I do
sucks
not
for
even
him,
care about
dude.
Tom Aspinall anymore.
Did
But
you
yeah,
see that thing,
this is saving the heavyweight division. Like
dude?
Josh Hokett, Gable Steveson coming being signed, John
Yeah.
Jones talking about coming out of retirement
Did
because
you
of the
see Gable
fight.
Stevenson and John Jones make out?
They didn't make out. They're just good friends.
Yeah. Well, it's not gay if you're making out. That's all right.
Yeah,
Um,
they said no
but
homo after.
exactly. But yeah, they were wearing singlets. But no. So, dude, Josh Hokett. I have a few questions for you about Josh. Okay, and I want you to give me your 100% honesty. Um, do you think he signed a ticket to the WWE?
What the fuck does that even mean?
Like, do you think that like TKO Group, they own the UFC? Like, he's definitely going to be a WWE personality eventually.
I don't think so.
Okay, disagreement there. Uh, Number two, uh, definitely 100% signed his ticket into the UFC game. He's going to be in the UFC game for sure. Um, and he's going to have one of those alter egos with his America cap on. It's going to be
Do
hilarious.
you think so?
Do you agree with this?
Yeah, I could. They definitely should put him in the game at this point.
Number three, Now this is more of a question about Donald Trump, but kind of included. Since Donald Trump asked Dana White, why isn't Derek Lewis on the White House card, bro? Do you know what that said to me, bro? Dude, he must be such a casual. Like,
He didn't see, he didn't see the last fight.
like he he could have said anything. He could have been like, "Yo, why can't we like swap Sandhagen and and for as a hobby?" He's like, "Yo, Dana, dude, yo,
You know,
why
Derek
is
Lewis
it?"
is my favorite.
He's like, yo, yeah, he damn near could have been like, "Yo, what, why is Tai Tuivasa? Why isn't Tai Tuivasa on it?" Bro, Tai
They're
Tuivasa is on
ranked.
a
They're in
six.
the top 10.
Dude, Tai Tuivasa, I just learned this today. He's on a 6-fight losing streak, and he's still in the UFC. He's fighting.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
and he's still ranked.
Yeah, he's ranked,
That's how bad.
baby.
That's how bad the heavyweight division is, dude.
Dude, Josh Hokett, man, and Curtis Blades saving the division, dude. Saving
Yeah.
the division. 200K bonus. I hope they got more.
Well, you know what's cool about Josh Hokett? He already has like things set up. Like he beats Derek Lewis. That's good. Right now, obviously, it's Alex Pereira and Cyril Gahn for the title, and
Yeah.
then probably whoever wins that, depending on when Tom comes back, will probably fight Tom to unify it. In the meantime, Waldo Cortez is like the next challenger. Obviously, it
Dude,
seems
I feel
like
bad for Waldo because he's kind of like Carlos if he fights for the
no, no,
title.
no, 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 no. He's just out of the media right now
That's what I mean, though. Like, he's
because
not,
he's
like,
he's waiting for a title shot next.
yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, how Carlos Ulberg, like, this is now his time to get fans. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like me and you, bro, we know Waldo Cortez Acosta has hands. You know what I mean? He's putting
yeah.
down the heavyweights. But you go to Walmart, you ask some fucking guy checking out, yo, WCA Waldo Cortez Acosta? He doesn't know who that is. You know what I mean? I mean, I think like in what you're saying, I think Waldo Cortez Acosta has a stake to the claim of the title shot, but doesn't have a
Yeah.
stake to claim of the like fans behind him. You
Well, I
know?
think what's going to happen is it's going to be Alex and Gone, whoever wins that, versus Tom. Aldo wants a title shot. I think if Josh Hokett beats Lewis, Josh Hokett already has a history with Waldo. You know, he went on Ariel's show, the Dominican baby. He was like, "Oh, it's Waldo Cortez's son. He just dropped him off,
Oh
but don't
yeah,
worry, Michael Chandler
Michael
will adopt
Chandler will
him."
adopt him soon.
Yeah. So he already has built-in history with Waldo. I think they set up Waldo versus Hokett. The winner of that then faces the winner of Goner Pereira versus Tom. Perfect. Like that's perfect
Right.
world, perfect scenario.
Who I personally like Josh Hokett. I know a lot of people don't like him, say he's controversial, especially after the fight week and stuff. But hey, everybody needs to listen to him like not in a shtick. Like, dude, he's getting paid, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Josh Hokett because of what he did. You don't know Josh Hokett because he was all stoic and said, "Oh, I love Curtis Blades. We'll have a great fight." No, he went in there and was saying, "Lorisenko, I cheat." Whatever he was calling himself. Um.
Yeah.
But my question for you, Ken, is
Or say.
who? Yeah, right. Who is Josh Hokett's bit off more than he could chew opponent?
I don't think there is one right now. Like
Do you
he's
you don't?
passing every test with flying colors, dude. Like
I
Curtis
don't
Blades,
know,
I think number
bro.
5, dude, for his third UFC fight,
You
giving
think he
him
beats
the number
Waldo?
fifth ranked. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think he beats Derek Lewis, which is there's a good chance that happens because I don't foresee like Derek Lewis's last fight against Waldo was horrible. He gassed
Absolutely
out in like
horrible.
1 minute. Like Josh is gonna put a pace in that fight that Derek Lewis is gonna gas out less than like 30
If he
seconds.
doesn't
I think.
land something big in a minute, it's
Yeah, he's
over.
gonna be whiffing too because Josh is so fast. Like him
Yeah, because
being 233 for the weight class and having the hand speed that he has and just being so quick that it's hard for them to catch him. And Derek Lewis doesn't wrestle. He's not gonna pose any
right,
threat wrestling.
there's no wrestling threat. Yeah,
So like it's all Josh. It's all Josh's to win. And then Waldo might be like the biggest. It's like Waldo, obviously Pereira, touch of death, Pereira, and maybe Tom, just because Tom does have the wrestling. Tom does have. He is probably Tom's like the fastest heavyweight. I think the most athletic heavyweight, except for maybe Alex now that he moved up. But we don't
To,
know what he looks like at that weight.
I just want to say this, man. I mean, we can sit here all we want and say Tom's the fastest. Dude, Josh Hokett was throwing some fast combinations, dude. And dude, I'm just saying, like, I rewatched Tom Aspinall on my Tabora the other day. And dude, that it was a 3-2 that dropped Tabora, and it was quick. But dude, Josh Hokett would just like out of nowhere just throw a quick combo. There was a moment in the fight which
He threw
killed me,
like
bro.
4 1-2s, man.
Yeah,
1-2, 1-2, 1-2.
there was one.
Curtis Blaze was just like,
There was a moment when Curtis Blades was walking towards him and Josh was walking backwards, just landing elbow,
yeah,
elbow, elbow,
yeah.
just on his face. I am so surprised that like there wasn't a the judge should have stepped in their moment. You know what I mean? Like this fight was a great fight. There was not 10 seconds of no action. There was no breaks in the fight. I would say, dude, neither one of these guys lost stock. You know what I mean? Like yeah, Curtis Blades lost, but Curtis Blades is Curtis Blades. He's gonna fight another top ranked heavyweight next. You know, you can't give Curtis Blades a bum after that. But yeah, dude, shout out to both guys, man. Do you have anything else you want to say about that fight?
No, just like people that hate Josh Hokett, like you can hate him, you can love him. You watched, and that's all you could do.
Yeah, dude. He's our Pete
You could do,
Weber.
man. Yeah, exactly. Had the quote pulled up just to make
Dude,
sure I got it right.
yo, yo, we got a Pete Weber in the UFC.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that's so good. Bro, hey, Paulo Costa, Azamat Mirzakhanov.
good fight.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Paulo surprised me. He is like a natural light heavyweight. Like he probably doesn't have to cut much weight, and he looks like the same. Like he looks like he rehydrated for like a middleweight fight. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's what he
He
looked
looks
like
really
going into
good, man.
middleweight. Yeah, and just like his like decision making was better, I think, and his patience was better. Like Osmot's obviously like scary because he's a Russian that can actually like box, and I don't think Paulo was ever in any trouble at any point in the fight, and he was dictating the pace, like just keeping the pressure on and just overwhelmed Osmot, which is
Right.
crazy because Paulo is usually like a decision king. You know, either loses or wins a decision, even if
Dude.
it's against like Luke Rockhold. But like I don't know, this was just a great
Yeah.
debut. I think this might be the weight class for him, especially with the middleweight division being so clogged up towards the top.
Yeah. I think personally, I want to say two things. If I can stop stuttering. Um, the first thing I want to say, dude, Paulo Costa's kicks to the body are insane. Dude, his body kicks are next level. The power and the speed of them are crazy. Um, the next thing I want to say, I would like to see more fighters when they get older just go to your natural weight. You know, like
Yeah,
Paulo's doing it. You know, I mean, I would even say Ilya's kind of doing it. Um,
Islam.
Alex is doing it. Islam, like these champions that are doing it are having success probably because the weight cuts that are insane, they weigh on you when you're 36, when you know what I mean. And this honestly, like I love Paulo Costa, man. From this is such a good fight for him, and the way Dana was talking about it, dude, this opens doors for him. I would not be surprised to see Paulo Costa fighting for a title shot.
Yeah, that's the thing right now because obviously we're gonna get to it next, but Ulberg might be out for extended periods of time, like an extended
Yeah.
period of time. So Jiri just lost, went off a knockout loss. Don't think he's gonna fight for the title. Alex obviously moved up. Ankalaev just lost to Alex. Like
Dude,
Jan got a tie, a draw. Khalil just came off of a loss. Jamal Hill definitely not challenging for it. So like Paulo's right there for like the next title opportunity.
You know what would be insane?
He's
Robert
seventh and
Whitaker.
all six. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
No,
You
listen,
think
Robert
about
Whitaker
Whitaker?
comes up, wins his next fight, wins his fight in
He's
light
supposed to be,
heavyweight,
yeah, he's supposed to
fighting
be a
Jamal Hill, I
Magomed,
think, or
dude.
something, right? Or Magomed.
I heard.
If he
Yeah.
beats Magomed, that's a stake to the title shot. If Carlos Ulberg, you know, if they
Would that
do
be
that, which
crazy
is
though?
so
Paulo
annoying.
Costa versus Robert Whitaker
Yeah,
for
because
the
they're
light
both
heavyweight title.
185ers, bro. Yo, they're getting murdered the next person that comes up.
It'd be crazy.
But yeah, Paulo Costa, sensational masterclass performance on Osman Mirzakhanov. And kind of why I knew Paulo was gonna win. I was watching Joe Rogan, and he had on a bunch of people. They had to protect your neck. It was, I think, Don something said, Don Fry, I think. He said, yeah, I got Paulo Costa because Osman Mirzakhanov's like a 38-year-old guy who fought nobodies. And it's true. I mean, let's think
Yeah,
about Paulo Costa's losses, man. His losses are what? Izzy. He lost to, who else did he lose to? He lost to
Marvin Vittori.
Marvin Vittori. I mean, this is not good. He shouldn't be losing to Marvin Vittori. Shit.
Know about that? Let me
But
fact
his
check that
losses
real
are
fast.
better. His losses are way better than Osman Mirzakhanov. He was undefeated, but Osman Mirzakhanov beat everyone, you know?
Oh, he already lost to Robert Whitaker and Sean Strickland.
Yeah, so his losses are way better. But oh my god, dude, we got to move on to the next one. I don't
Yeah.
want to, but we got to talk about it.
Marvin Vittori was his fourth loss. I was right. I knew he
Yeah.
lost to Marvin Vittori.
But all right, everybody, we'll finally talk about it. We got the light heavyweight strap. Jiri
Probably fight of the
Prochazka.
night, honestly. This should have been fight of the night.
What, Jiri versus
This
Carlos?
this should win comeback of the year, probably.
Oh, 100%. Jiri Prochazka versus Carlos Ulberg. Ken, how'd the fight go?
Carlos was, in there. Yuri was doing his typical hands down stuff, getting tagged a little bit, landing some stuff. Carlos stepped back and, blew out his knee. Stumbled, got back up, fought through the pain. Yuri, being the samurai warrior that he is, and believing in mercy and, an even playing field, pointed at the ground, said, "Hey, I know your legs hurt. We'll stand right here. Let's not even move. I'm going to get within range, and we're just going to box." And he got clipped by the sniper, the Black Jag, Carlos Ulberg. I had Carlos winning the fight before he blew out his knee. And then when he blew out his knee, I was like, there's no chance he's winning because Yuri's obviously going to do the smart thing and just, stay back, kick his good leg. Can't throw anything like if your front legs, compromised. Luckily, it was his back leg. And yeah, he could have just won a decision, but he didn't because he showed mercy, he says. Do you think he showed
There's,
mercy?
I think he's
Or do you think
retarded,
he,
dude. I
yeah.
think he's retarded.
Okay.
Dude,
That's
oh
what I
my
thought.
God, dude. You gave, all Carlos has is a left hand. Ugh! Ugh! Dude,
He has good striking regardless of just, dude.
I get it. But, dude, Jiri, you kick him. His leg pops. The gods above, the MMA gods, the ones we ask for things for all the time. We asked the MMA gods for Volk to be Ilya. It didn't happen. We asked them, please let Charles put him in a Darce. Nope. I mean, the gods answered a little bit with Justin Gaethje, but that's not a full thing, okay?
Oh, you wanted Paddy to win. What are you talking about?
Shut up. Listen,
That's
we
like, you can't
wanted
have John
Jiri.
Jones. You get Carlos Ulberg.
I know, yeah, right? Dude, the gods came down and snapped Carlos Ulberg's leg, okay? And Jiri said, no, I will not win like this. He refused
I go for that.
refused.
I go for that.
He refused to win.
Yeah.
Dude, and oh my God. It's like I pray to God he doesn't blame his daughter.
Jesus Christ. Dude. He didn't
Like
blame his daughter.
this is one of those losses where you don't recover for months mentally. He's going to say what the fuck for a long time. Because like I said before, the title was in his hand.
Yeah, it was.
All he had to do was keep his distance and wait for the round to go out. That fight was not continuing. Jiri was gonna win my fucking knockout. Jiri was gonna win. We were supposed to have. This was supposed to be our win. We have two champions who are winning off of injuries, and one of them got a knockout with a broken leg.
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't know what the cure to this is. I really hope that Carlos Ulberg never comes back the same. And I hope that, and no, I'm saying this. I'm just saying some people get ACL tears, and their threes are a little bit less pop than what they were. Carlos Ulberg, I think is terrible for the UFC right now. I think that I don't know, him and Izzy have beef. There's something going on at City Kickboxing. Dude, there's something going on there. Like Dan Hooker's there. We don't know what goes on in the dark at CKB. Okay? Do we want our belt in the hands of those fighters at CKB?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
No.
Be okay with that.
No, we want it in the Czech Republic. Right
Dude.
now, Jiri should have his belt around his baby's waist.
No.
But instead, Jiri is telling everyone that he had mercy. That Jiri said, no, I'm not going to win this title. I want to lose. Terrible. The dumbest, literally the dumbest moment I've ever seen in my life. Also, Jiri, your chin is so bad. Like, it is so bad. And it is such it's such a liability. Like,
yeah, he barely got clipped.
Yeah, and I was rewatching the Khalil fight because Khalil, I was thinking, damn, he really took a lot of Khalil's punches. Khalil's punches land like this. They don't even turn the fist. They're not even hard.
Oh, he's doing the Tyson Fury.
Oh my God, dude. It was so bad, dude. Ken, please, what's next for Jiri here? He's not getting a title shot, that's for sure.
Jiri versus Magomed, I guess. I don't know. I just don't know. I get everyone loves Jiri. I love Jiri all the same. But, the fact that Carlos Ulberg did this with a blown out knee, and nobody cares, it just doesn't make any sense. Dude, he's a good looking guy. They were saying about him versus Paulo Costa for most handsome UFC fighter.
Oh, we're gonna make another belt.
Yeah, dude, why is Carlos not as popular? What is wrong with him? Why is he so boring?
I really hope
this should be the craziest story ever. Winning a championship with a blown out knee.
Listen, I think, and I'll be honest, I have to give props to Carlos. I'm happy. I'm happy he won in that way. I'm glad that he come back. Like you said, comeback of the year, 100%. And I'm not trying to take away Carlos's flowers. 100%. I agree he should take his flowers. And obviously, I'm being a little bit facetious with me saying, he's box office poison. I hope he never comes back the same. But I really do hope that he does the Armin treatment, take this time to build a fan base and be on these kick streams and things like that and build a good fan base. Because let's be real, I didn't like Armin before he was getting more public eyed. I don't know his personality, which kind of sucks for you because now his personality kind of looks stupid. You're God, man. God, the being hitting trees in the woods looks so dumb now. It doesn't look cool.
No, it
Like,
doesn't. The
like
same right.
sitting
Him
in.
bringing a sword around is kind of weird now, right?
I know, like
Like,
it's
wait
not
a
the
second, why
coolest.
do you have a samurai? Why do you bring this
I know,
the
and it's like,
katana, dude?
oh, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I don't know, dude. I want to like Carlos. Like, don't get me wrong. I want to like him. Um, and I hope I will before he gets his next fight. But he's gonna be out for a while. Let's be real. And
6 to 9 months, best
yeah,
case
well,
scenario.
the UFC fans move on within 6 to 8 months. Like, I guarantee you, if we look at what happened 6 months ago, we
No,
back
dude,
then.
no. Like Ilya fights once a year, Charles once a year, Max once a year. Like
Well,
he's
yeah,
gonna
but
be
this
back
is
in
true. But
six
you
to
got to
nine
think.
months.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see who he's fighting. Yuri's probably not getting the title shot, and
He definitely shouldn't. He
this guy
should
has some
not
good
get a
hands.
title fight.
Carlos was saying that that Magomed was the one that deserved it most.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. He's number one,
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
and his only losses were was like so. Makes sense.
I can't believe it, dude. What did you what did you think? Like when it happened, what was your immediate reaction?
I think I was like, Yuri's a fucking idiot. He's so fucking dumb. He is so fucking stupid. What the hell? What the hell is wrong with him? Why the hell
Dude,
did
I
he
was
do
sitting
that?
there
Holy shit. Carlos has that power. Holy fuck. He just knocked him out. And I
on
was like,
one leg,
Lex, he's bouncing his head off the ground. Watch this replay. Holy shit.
dude. Yeah,
No, dude,
dude.
the amount of adrenaline that he had, because like after he knocked him out, dude,
He
his
didn't
fucking leg
even
was
look like
fine.
he wasn't even
His leg was
limping.
fine.
I
He
thought the
jumped on
same
him,
shit.
and
I'm
then the fight was
surprised he
over.
didn't jump over the cage.
Yeah, right. Looked like he was going to.
Yeah,
But yeah,
literally.
dude, my mind was blown. Like the only thing that like the craziest fight that like comes to mind besides that one, it was like Leon head kicking Kamaru.
Yeah.
Like he, like it was over for him. Like no chance of winning. Carlos had no chance of winning except for that left hand. Leon had
Yeah.
no chance of winning except for the right head kick, man.
I
Left
didn't,
head
dude. I
kick.
didn't even look at the live odds because I was like, "There's no
Yeah.
shot." And you know the other thing too, I want to say, um, because if I don't say this, I think it gets overshadowed. Carlos's win gets overshadowed because of how big of a fan everyone is of Yuri. You know, like like everyone wanted Yuri to win. I think.
Yeah.
And it's just recency bias. We will all come to understand that this was an amazing comeback. For that to happen is insane. And 90% of it is Yuri's fault, you know?
Yeah, I was gonna
Like,
say it's more like Yuri lost than Carlos won, even though he knocked him out clean.
yeah, that's what I was just saying is like that's what I was gonna say. Carlos losing that fight, he can barely take it as a loss, you know? But
Yeah, he has
Yuri,
like the perfect excuse. The
yeah,
craziest thing, Tom blew out his knee, just immediately fell down. Like, how tough is Carlos?
yeah, dude. Someone I saw, I think it was Bisming, or I didn't even know if it was Bisming or someone said something on a podcast. It was like, how much of a bitch does this make Tom look?
Yeah, right. Blows his knee, falls down, starts crying. Carlos blows
Yeah,
his knee out, gets back up. So like, okay, they got a left hand.
yeah,
Come on, just get within
yeah.
range.
Um, yeah, dude, crazy, crazy, crazy card. Really good card, man. A 9 out of 10 from me for sure. That was a really good card. I felt great, only for all my feelings to get crushed and demolished in the main event, which sometimes you love because that's feelings, you know? Because
Gotta have those.
yeah, but like, dude, and I told Ken before we started the episode, this was the first time I ever saw someone get knocked out, and I didn't say one word from the time they got knocked out to the time that the winner was announced because I was just like, oh my god, that happened.
Yeah.
Like that was it was big. It was big. Um, Shout out to BYM. I am featured on that Believe You Me podcast. I am now a
Or
celebrity, so I was featured on that.
did
As
you
a
listen to
question
it?
at the end. I listened to the episode today. It was good. They said they liked my questions. I'll be sending more of those in if you guys watch that podcast. But yeah, guys. Ken, is there anything else you want to hit on before we get out of here?
No, it's everything, man. Looking forward to the fight night this weekend in Canada. It'll be a good one.
Yeah, yeah. We're definitely gonna give some predictions before that starts on Saturday. Ken, I just want to say I'm sorry that Jiri lost. I know you don't give a shit, but I'm upset.
I care, dude. I'm just saying, like like, I don't know. I knew Carlos was gonna win.
Yeah, I
Actually, I said
think
Carlos is gonna win. Don't want it to happen. I want Yuri to win. Maybe I was doing some, reverse psychology because I think earlier in the night I was telling you, yeah, this guy's gonna win, but the other guy I kind of wanted to win, and the other
right.
guy did win. Like I thought Carlos was gonna win, but if Yuri won, I was gonna be really happy.
I think we'll end on this, and I can't believe I'm gonna end on this, bro. If you really think about it, Josh Hokett saved the whole main card.
You think so? I thought I was gonna say the last three fights kind of saved it. Cub opening it up with knockout, and then the horrible Honey Walker fight.
Dude, yeah, that
That kind
one,
of just brought
yeah.
everyone down, and then Josh Hokett, that fight just brought everyone right back up. I guess he did kind
Listen,
of save it.
me and you, we've probably watched consistently. I'd say over 100 UFCs consistently the last many years, dude. I would say numbered. We watch well over 100 UFCs if you're counting fight nights, everything. We watch
Yeah.
everything. We watch everything. Bro, every card, I'm telling you, Vicente Luque, there's a big underdog and there is a snoozer that you are not expecting. There's always one of them. But yeah,
Well,
I
the one
mean,
thing I will say is this is the first card I think I ever heard the crowd chanting, "This is boring."
this is boring, dude. Yeah. But even what I have to say is like Josh Hokett, and then the Paulo Costa fight, which I was hyped for, and then Yuri loses. But even when you're upset with that, you can look back to one of the best fights of all time, and the
Yeah.
character that Josh Hokett, a star was born on this pay per view. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, guys, we're gonna sign off. We're gonna talk later on this week. We're gonna figure out some videos. We're gonna get some more out. We're gonna get some more out. Guys, we will see you soon. Ken, get us out of here.
Love it or hate it, you watch, and that's all you could do.
Yeah.